I think it's been the most immersive experience for me as far as Sedu was like that, Pitamagan, Aparijit, all of that was there. But this one I felt I went even more deeper into what I was. There's nothing more beautiful and bearing fruition than an actor being asked to do something as challenging as this.
No doubt.
It was oddly liberating to look like that different.
We've been trying to convince her from the very beginning. She looked really hot in that look.
That time, no, after Kala, I wanted to make that KGF world.
Ranjith sir came to you
Because
saying...
nobody else will do it. As easy as that.
Absolutely,
It's nobody would do it, and it begged to be made, this film. I couldn't not do it. I got very excited. I'd have been very sad if you had told me a regular commercial cinema or something. I'd have been like, Ranjith, come on, give me a break. I think he wants you to do Hindi film these days. Trying to ask you to say yes. Baba's a horror film and she's not the horror.
Hello and welcome to News 18. Today we have with us the amazing Vikram sir, Malvika and the legendary Pa Ranjith sir with us. Thank you so much for joining us. We are at the promotions of Thangalaan. We have seen the kind of success that it has seen worldwide as well as south of India. Now it is going to be released in the North Belt as well. What do you have to say about the kind of reception, first of all, that you have got across in the south at least?
Yeah, we got a very good appreciation, and people would like to enjoy that world, and they'll connected in that world, and they very much appreciated, and they enjoyed what we expected more, and like a lot of quite a different discussion happened after that time till today. And the social media, it's a discussion still going on, and not only in Tamil Nadu, in Andhra and other states also, it's they
increase screens,
they are connecting the world. It's very very good in level, and they are appreciating the movie experience, not only like the story and things. While watching, they'll got some experience. The movie did kind of things, and also the magical realism, the new things for our audience. We introduce, of course, before some movies deal that, but in a mainstream commercial cinema, we given an experience like that, and people they enjoyed, and a lot of discussion happened after that. We are happy now. We are expecting more in the North Belt. Yeah,
Definitely. Vikram sir, it's legend is something very understatement that we could call you. But so we have seen you in different and versatile roles before, but Thangalaan is something else.
Something I won't recognize myself.
Definitely. There's a huge transformation that you have gone through for this role in particular. If you could just tell us the small process. It definitely is not a small process that you went into the skin of the character, but how was it?
I think it's been the most immersive experience for me as far as Sedu was like that, Pitamagan, Aparijit, all of that was there. But this one I felt I went even more deeper into what I was, like in my most truest, rawest form, and that is something that all of us possesses it. We all have that in us. And as an actor, when I tried to discover that part of me, it was enchanting in so many ways, because I didn't know I could do it, because I'm from a boarding, and for me it's all about eating with chopsticks and stuff. And suddenly here I'm there and being most guttural and being most raw and being most like everything was just almost like pure instinct. But a director friend of mine actually pointed out, she said, actually, I don't think you acted. I think you just drew from your inner resources what you have in you already that just came out. Because I can't see you acting in the frame, which is what I finally think what happened to me. Things that I knew, which was all there from past memory or whatever, I don't know. It's somewhere ingrained in my genetic coding. And I felt that come forth, and throughout it was seamless for me, like, because Ranjith was always there to guide me. But every scene when I did, after a point, it was like all I had to do is like what I am now, just say, okay, you go sit there, have coffee, I'll go sit there and have coffee. It was not like I'm going to think, okay, I'm Thangalaan, I'm going to have it this way,
Right.
Or you're going to eat, or this part, you're in love with this girl, you're with your wife, there's this problem happening, but you guys are so much in love, and she's you're parting, and it's such sweet sorrow, but at the same time you need to tell her that it's important. You go there. I'm not thinking, okay, what do I act? I was Thangalaan.
Right.
Which I think is one of those very rare times. I've had it happen to me with David. A lot, most of the other things, somewhere there will be a little bit of me lurking somewhere. between the veneer of the character. Here, I just lost myself in that, and I mean, I have to thank Ranjith for creating an opportunity like that for me. I mean, there's nothing more beautiful and bearing fruition than an actor being asked to do something as challenging as this.
No doubt, absolutely.
I think it's the most beautiful experience I've ever had as an actor.
No doubt. Coming from him, Malvika, you also have definitely, we're seeing you in a very different way as Aarti, if I'm not wrong, right? How was your transformation, and how did you get into the skin of the character? What was your process like?
I have to say that it was very, it was oddly liberating to look like that different.
All right.
You know, where you shred all the usual sense of vanity, and you don't have to worry about, how much bounce is there in your hair, or how much concealer is there on your face and all of that. It was nice.
We've been trying to convince her from the very beginning. She looked really hot in that look, but she's not understanding. She keeps saying, "You look really how beautiful she looks in that as a character." But
No
she
doubt,
keeps
absolutely,
thinking,
yes.
Don't you agree? Whenever you saw,
I agree, yes,
Oh, yes,
definitely.
too.
you
No,
would
I've
have seen
seen the- I've
you'd
seen
have seen her screaming, but if you see
screaming,
her
yeah.
normal pictures,
You see the red
it's
version
very,
and all of
it's
that.
beautiful. It's very
Wow.
beautiful. It's a beautiful. It's Ranjit's art, right? He used it as a
Definitely,
canvas.
no doubt.
I'm sorry, you were saying something. I
No, it's
interrupted.
okay.
I couldn't sit here while you were saying it didn't look nice.
Sorry, you'd asked.
How did you get into the character?
I am
We
so
went
ugly.
along.
I want my hair to bounce or something. I said, what?
No. I don't mean it like that.
She
What
said,
I
"No, I
mean
know,
is,
just kidding."
it wasn't, I didn't have to follow the usual tropes or the
Yeah.
usual
True.
way of looking at what a female character had to be on camera. It was liberating in that sense,
Yeah.
In fact, the beauty of this character lies in how primitive, how raw, how ferocious she can be. And
True.
that is so different that you don't get to do, especially as a female actor. You don't get roles like that. And like I keep saying, there are such few makers in the country across all the industries who write good parts for women, and he's one of them. So so the entire, like, all of us, because I have a lot of actor friends, we're all like constantly watching out for like what he's making next, and what. So you know where to reach out, right?
True.
So he's one of those directors. And then to not just get a strong role, but to get like one of the strongest roles in the film, in the entire narrative, someone who's so strong, not just in the sense of like she's resilient or she has endurance, but like physically strong.
True.
Like she can beat people up, whoever she wants. That really accounts for something, because we don't see female portrayal like that. So it meant a lot to me to walk my own talk of like, we talk about equality, we talk about like even women can do what men can do. So it
Absolutely.
felt nice to get to play a part like that.
Being the
And then to bring it to life was a whole different challenge, which I definitely felt this added, pressure, but in a good sense, not with a negative connotation of, I want to do justice to this, so that, every little girl or every impressionable young woman watching this is like, hey, if she can beat people up, even I can beat people up. I don't have to be coy and stand and let the man do the fighting for me.
True.
So that was, that meant something
Both
to
the
me.
men in the interview looked at each other.
need of the hour as well. Ranjith sir,
Need of the hour, exactly.
absolutely. Ranjith sir, please correct me if I'm wrong, but we have also, I read this somewhere that, this project was initially discussed in 2014, if I'm not wrong, like 10 years back. And then for some reasons it got delayed, and then you had to rewrite because you saw KGF as well, which drew similar lines according to you. Did that actually happen? Did you discuss it with him in 2014?
No. I didn't discuss with him. But after Madras, we supposed to work with
for a long time.
together.
Yeah.
And after I did with back-to-back Superstar Rajinikanth, then that time, after Kala, I wanted to make that KGF world. So I came, I went that place, and I saw some historical what they happened, and I read one book. It's called Kolar KGF, Kolar Thangavayal, the name called. So that story, the history, it's make me fascinated, and I wanted to take this story. But after that, no, I didn't. I into that Sarpata world and Nachatram Nagar. So after Sarpata, I did, and I got a call from him. Then I realized now we have time to make a KGF. So I got a best actor in that world. So yeah, we can. Why not? We can do that things. And I found, while I'm writing, I found the Thangalaan and the Thangalaan things and Aranarthi. So it will challenging me to take a film and to present that audience.
No doubt.
So that challenge I split and give it to all actors and technicians. They'll supported with me. They supported with me while shooting, and that so that process, it happened like that.
I understand. Vikram sir, coming to you, not many actors would want to be Thangalaan. It's not an easy project to take up and stuff and all. But what convinced you that you can do this, or what convinced you to the point that when Ranjith sir came to you saying,
because nobody else will do it. As easy as that.
Absolutely,
it's nobody would do it, and it begged to be made, this film.
Wow.
And that excited me, the fact that a mainstream hero can actually look like this and do this. And I felt that itself is a USP of the film in a large part, And after that, to be made by some movie, which to be created by somebody who's as aesthetic as Ranjith, with his deep thoughts and his revolutionary ideas, was something that was very thought-provoking, and I felt I needed to do it. And then as an actor, I felt there's so many things I could get to this person, and there's so many ways I could discover him, and really that journey itself was something which was very, it was never a film for me. It was more like, it was a journey for me, like trying to figure out that Thangalaan part of me,
That's
and
nice.
So that's how it was. So I couldn't not do it. I got very excited. I'd have been very sad if you had told me a regular commercial cinema or something. I would have been like, Ranjith, come on, give me a break. Like, he just popped this idea and I said, yes. It wasn't like we thought of anything else. Like, not like he said, shall we do something difficult, this, that. He said this, I said, wow, let's do it.
Definitely, that. Malvika, two strong women in the movie and one big hero in the center. How much do you, like in your last answer, you said strong female characters is what you look for. How impressive were you when you saw the whole, the whole product that you put in your efforts into, especially the action sequences, which pretty new for you as well. How did you perceive the whole strong female portion that he had written for the script?
I hadn't seen the portions that didn't involve me, the portions that Parvati is in, and the entire, the community portions. So I was completely awestruck by what she had done in the film. I was watching it for the first time, and she's so powerful, but at the same time so internalized with the way she's approached the character, and she's cracked the mannerisms and everything. Like, you just can't tell. Like, she seems one of them, and she done such a fabulous job. So I was completely taken away by that, and I was like, wow, she's amazing. And it felt like surreal to watch everything I had done, to see that on the, as actors, we lose, it's objectivity, right? We're thinking of like what we did, how it's translated, what was cut out.
Definitely.
So while watching the film, I was texting him saying, this is not there, that's not there.
Why is it not there?
While watching the film.
That's great. No, but do you think that this will also force the other writers down south and pan India as well? I mean, there is no down south anymore in India. Yeah. But then, to have more stronger narratives for women will compel them.
I hope so. I really hope so. And that's one of the things, like, if we get roles like that, and if we do justice to it, if the audience feels that we've done justice to it, I hope makers get inspired and write more roles like
Definitely,
that, because women can pull it off. We can do stunts. We can physically push our limits, We can be up there. It's just that we are not getting enough opportunities to, to dabble in that area. So I hope that, more makers seek inspiration from him, from our movie.
Absolutely.
And
just a couple of last questions before I end this conversation. Ranjith sir, since we last spoke about how it's become pan-Indian, it's not anymore, Indian cinema, South cinema, Bollywood or Telugu cinema. Will you venture into a more pan-Indian cinema, which is, if I may, also be a little Hindi-centric, if I may ask you?
எப்படி அதை புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம் அவர்
ஆக்சுவலாக நீங்கள் தமிழ் சினிமான்னு இல்லை பேன் இண்டியா வந்து ஹிந்தியிலேருந்து பார்க்க முடியுமா அந்த பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ அப்படி சொல்கிறீங்களா?
அப்படிதான்.
விச் அது இல்லை நீங்கள்
உங்களோட if you are stand in that north you can
see what he would say is like, I think இப்போ ஜார்க்கண்ட் ஸ்டோரினா he'll make it as a Hindi film. He's not going to make it like a Tamil film. So இதுனா KGF na, he's not doing a Kannada film because it is actually Tamils who have gone there. So he's doing it very...
For me, my movie, I wanted to connect with whole
India.
Whole world. The whole world. Internationally, universally, we wanted to connect. We wanted to tell the story not only for Tamil audience. We have to, I need to tell the story about me to connect the whole
Correct.
film audience and whoever there and live and they will watch, and definitely I wanted to connect with that. Because of that, I inspired from the masters. Spike Lee, inspired from Spike Lee, Inaritu. So they are taking a film. It's not only about the region and like the lands. They connected very well. So I wanted to connect with them and whole universe.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Continuing in that, will we be seeing you direct any Bollywood movies?
Yes.
I think he wants you to do Hindi film these days. Trying to ask you to say yes. He's from the south, but he's trying to make you say that. But he's not. You're actually not saying that. You're saying anything but that.
I had a different thought. I don't want to make a Hindi film, but the stories happened in the story happened in that Jharkhand, and like the Bisa Munda lived there, and I wanted
his
to
language.
Yeah, I wanted to make it very close,
Local to them.
Yeah, that is the region and like the sound and like. So it is more close to that. I wanted to make a very authentic.
Which may
So
not
basically,
be Hindi.
he is making a Hindi.
He is
film.
making.
No, but that's not Hindi. That's not Hindi. That'll be a dialect. No?
But it will be a dialect of Hindi.
Yeah.
It won't be a dialect
It'll
of.
be a North dialect.
No, but it'll be like for
The dialect
Thangalaan.
is kind of
Yeah.
Munda language.
Thangalaan,
Munda
yeah.
language. Yeah.
Like even this Tamil is not normal Tamil, no?
Yeah.
It's
Right,
a very
it's a
different
different
Tamil, yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But I want to make a film. That is, yeah.
I think best
Whichever-
is like a silent film. You can say it's definitely pan world.
No, definitely. One last question to you, Malvika. You will also be seen next opposite to Siddhant and in Telugu debut as well with Prabhas. So if there's anything that you can tell us about it, how is the preparation going? Have you started? What's the whole scene?
So the film I've done with Siddhant Chaturvedi, it's produced by Excel Entertainment, and that's releasing next month.
Correct.
So, we're just going to put out the trailer in a few days, and that's a whole different world. Like from Thangalaan to that. And that's one of the things that's exciting me, because every role that I'm, all of these roles are so different from each other, that it's nice as an actor to be a part of so many versatile films. And I hope more makers see me so that, they see how I fit into different.
What's the genre that you're looking at?
It's a action romantic drama.
And
Yudhra.
Yudhra, right.
Yudhra. So that's an action flick. That's like a cool, suave action film with like the love story at the heart of it.
And the one with Prabhas?
And the one
Prabhas
with
is a horror film and she's not the horror.
I am not the horror.
Great.
Let
She
that
stops
be
with
known.
Thangalaan.
Absolutely. Because of
my
what?
screaming is limited to
Restricted.
Thangalaan.
Because of what about you? What can we expect from you next? Do you have anything in plan?
You finish?
Oh no, I was just saying that it's a horror romantic film. And again, that's entirely it's a fun
Telugu
it's a
debut.
fun film. It's
Absolutely.
coming out next summer. So yeah, these are the
Absolutely, I understand.
No,
Sorry, you were saying.
mine is Veera Dheera Suran. It's a very raw commercial film, if I may call it that. We're trying to make a different kind of commercial
Oh, I saw
cinema.
the teaser. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
It looks so
It's
good.
it's like it is a commercial film, but it won't have that garb. It'll be like it'll be very raw and very real and very of the earth types. And I'm really looking forward to the director. He did a film called Chitta last year, which is
Right.
the best, the film in Tamil. I think that's been lauded as the best film last year. So with him, so that's good. Other than that, I'm waiting for Ranjith to call me again.
Yeah.
For the Munda
Yeah,
movie.
I'll be jobless otherwise, just doing gardening and looking after my pets.
Great. On that note, thank you so much and all the best for the North Belt with Thangalaan.
Thank you
I'm
very
pretty
much.
sure it will be a massive success just as south.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you
so much.
Thank you
Thank you so much.
very much.
Thank you.